One of the main positive aspects of Assassin's Creed Mirage is its similarity to the original 2007 version. We praise this game as a bold return to form. What puzzles me is that the original Assassin's Creed wasn't so good, unique and complete in terms of gameplay structure. It looked stunning in terms of visual design and narrative at the time, but even the critiques of that period were brutal in terms of the structure of repetitive missions and stealth systems. Critics believed that these mechanisms, rather than giving the audience a sense of freedom, restricted him. However, Mirage seems to have relied on all of those things, so we even see the protagonist, Basim, sit on a bench to hide from the enemy. All the classics of this version are eager to remind us that it wants to make a return to the roots. The roots that the franchise has distanced itself from for good reason. Assassin's Creed 2 is the point where the formula finally found its own, but it didn't even evolve after a decade. Unlike Altair, Ezio wasn't awkwardly led to new cities, and if he wanted to, he could repeat the same mission over and over again to finally achieve his goal. More freedom and more use of the tools you'd expect from professional killers were included in this release. In the first game, battles consisted of only two things: use the hidden blade, or wait for attack. Everything else was doomed. Failure to complete missions also hampered your progress in a certain way, so it would make sense to do what the game expects of you to avoid being deadlocked. If Mirage repeats any of these things, it won't be the dream effect many would have expected. Ubisoft has said the main purpose of the release is to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the series. The campaign is said to last only 20 hours, and most of it will take place in a big city and its suburbs. Red and Hexe projects, on the other hand, are both part of Assassin's Creed Infinity's platform and will serve as major adventures for the evolution of the last 3 games. This alone can make Mirage more attractive to us. Of course, we can liken Mirage to light appetizers, prepared to quench our nostalgia hunger and thereby prepare us for the main meal. The end of this story is disappointing in every way. Even if the new titles are innovative in contrast to a few recent releases, we'll still be sad about the lack of that old formula. Ubisoft is in an awkward position to get out of it, either trying to balance small Mirage efforts with the large community of players, or eventually have to build an Infinity platform where no one is happy. Infinity serves as a platform to host what the Assassin's Creed series is going to become, both through more intensive games and service-driven games that are defined by the constantly changing open worlds. It's all about content. The creator's perspective seems so confusing and contradictory that they doesn't know what Assassin's Creed wants to be, nor does they have an understanding of the beginning or the past. I'm really a fan of franchises that aren't afraid of being unpredictable, but the term unpredictability has been repurposed for this series and its studio in a different way. Ignoring Ubisoft's pessimistic approach to the series is getting harder and harder by the day. It seems as long as this series continues to make money, we will continue to repeat history and move toward an uncertain future. Mirage would have been great, but it has no impact on the future of the series right now, just stealing its legacy.